Hey guys, Justin here from Sunbather, just running over the Downunder in-ground hidden roller system and talking about the key features and benefits. So first of all, structurally, when burying this underground, we've got this PVC casing, drain ports at the bottom, which is important from a structural component underground. So with force coming in from the ground, backfilling, etc., this case isn't likely to collapse on you. Anything that's square or a box will sort of bend in and bow through the center frame, which also will bow out the frame if the frame isn't structurally sound. So if we have an aluminium frame, which is incredibly flexible, that will pinch in and potentially bow in on the sides and creating pinching points throughout the lid. So on the materials, the lid and roller are actually made from marine grade anodized aluminium. So this is incredibly lightweight, finger lift lid. All other components within the system, except for our bushings, is made from 316 stainless steel. So all fittings and fixings are 316. Our gearpiece is a single CNC piece of 316 stainless, incredibly durable, open gearpiece. We have two fail points within the gearpiece. We have our HDPE spool and our hand winder pin, which is designed to fail with too much tension. So if we overload the blanket for whatever reason when rolling it in, we have two fail points which really protect that gearpiece. The bracket is tied back to the frame and lid, and that will pick up any loading throughout the system when winding the blanket in off your pull. The 316 stainless steel is not only strong and durable, not going to flex and bow out on you over time, and especially when backfilling as well. But chlorinated water, salt water, and over-chemicaled pulls or unbalanced pulls will be no problem with the materials. 316 will absolutely handle that, no problem. If the Downunder hidden roller becomes inundated with water and flooded, no problem again. The water will simply dissipate over time and all the 316 components will be safe and sound, and that will not void any warranties within the Downunder system. However, other systems on the market, if this becomes flooded, especially with a sealed or encased gearpiece, they will void the warranty. So important to mention that. It's not a matter of if this unit will become inundated with water, but when. So again, important to remember, for warranties, a flooded cover pit system will actually void the warranty straight away. And super firm and non-flexible gear pieces, 114 mil roller. And what that means is the 114 mil is the widest roller on a domestic scale for the New Zealand market. Most other rollers will be between 60 mil and 90 mil. So that is to reduce the deflection throughout the roller. So very little flex, especially with a wet blanket. Typically, if the blankets become waterlogged, anything around that 60 to 90 mil roller will actually bend and deflect over time, pulling the gearing off 90 degrees, which will cause a failure either in the gearpiece or on the roller. And important to remember, this gearpiece is fully open and exposed, so we can kind of see what's going on. Any sort of maintenance is just a bit of WD-40 within the roller pin. Typically they'll get a bit of sort of fine dust buildup, and we just want to clear that up. Any gearpieces that are sealed and encased will actually be void of warranty if water gets inside. In fact, not if water gets inside, when the water gets inside. So anything that's encased will actually become inundated with water over time. Moisture, when the lid's shut, will actually build up, seep in. Water's pretty incredible stuff, so it'll get into the gearpiece and fail. So any information or details, just give me a call or drop me an email. Details will be in either the link or in the bio. So that's the Downunder in-ground hidden roller. And also just to remember, we custom make this unit up to 5.8 meters And anything over that 5.8, we can either do a split roller throughout the unit, split it in the middle, and or have two down unders offset either side of the pool or at one end of the pool to accommodate any larger pools. Typically anything over that sort of 5.8 meters, we want to split it into two rollers. One, to make it super easy to use, and then two, to make it very lightweight and again, easy to use. Custom sizing, what we typically like to do is cut the unit width to the outside coping measurements. We do ask for a minimum allowance 200 mil on one side and 100 mil minimum on the non-geared side. However, we can go any amount wider than this on each side. Again, typically hitting the end plate to the outside coping measurement. That's definitely an aesthetic visual sort of finish that looks slick and looks purposeful as well. So you're not restricted by any sizing. However, we do have standard sizing as well. And again, just give me a call and we can shoot through a price of custom cut to size. No additional costs for that. So again, any gearbox that is sealed typically has low quality materials. If you're buying anything that's made from aluminium for the whole unit, and it's kind of similar pricing to the Down Under, you're grossly overpaying for the quality of the material. And an example of why this is sort of not fit for purpose, but you're probably overpaying for quality. And an example would be building a retaining wall and building the retaining wall out of H1.2 timber. So while they look the same, they actually will perform completely different to building the retaining wall out of H4 or higher quality timber. So they both look like timber, they both feel like timber, and they'll perform initially the same, but over time the H1.2 will rot and fail, whereas the H4 or higher quality will last longer. So again, the Down Under is 316 stainless predominantly throughout the unit. So if you're buying anything that's got a sealed or encased gearing with aluminium framing, etc., and brackets, then the cost of those materials are extremely low. So make sure that you're not overpaying for the quality. And check warranties on all products. The Down Under, you're looking at 10-year warranty for all stainless steel and fixings. The aluminium is sort of a high use area, so this will get scratched and sort of dirty. You can replace that over time as well. That does have a shorter warranty period, but for the most part everything else there is 10 years, whereas other items on the market are between 6 months and 5 years, which is incredibly short-lived for the pool chlorinated saltwater environment.